a lunge forward to backwards. So you'll step forward using your good lunge technique, come up, step back into a reverse lunge, trying to stay strong in the torso, level in the hips, really using this leg as you come up and over, and then when you come back, pushing off that front leg to drive back. A lunge forward to lunge backwards. This next exercise is a rotational core stabilization exercise. So I'm going to stand beside the ball with my arms straight out in front of me. So that with my arms straight out in front, they're just meeting the ball. My knees are bent, my chest is up. I've set my abdominals, so I'm bracing with my abdominals as if I was going to get a little punch in the stomach, and I'm setting my shoulder blades down and back. Now I'm trying to rotate my shoulders and my torso into the ball as I go through a little squatting motion. So I'm trying to apply this kind of force into the ball as I go through the squat. But because the ball sits here, I don't move. It's more of an isometric activation as I squat up and down. If you don't have a stability ball, say you're doing these at home and you don't have a ball, just get your roommate or somebody to hold their hand there, and you'll push into their hand as you go up and down in that squatting motion. You should really, really feel it working in here, maybe in your hips a little bit as well. So do these 4 exercises every other day to build a stronger core. This next one, I'm going to put my feet on the Bosu, hands on the stability ball, and do push-ups from that position. If I want to increase the demand on my torso, then I'll just pick up one of my feet that's on the Bosu and make it a little harder to stabilize. So you might just be here trying to squeeze your glutes without firing your hamstring, or you might be here doing that little offload, again trying to fire your glutes before your hamstring. So here's a simple activation exercise that I learned from reading and watching some of Mike Boyle's work. First of all, have the athlete sit up nice and tall, so good neutral spine, no slump, just nice and tall, and then ask them to lift their knee up as high as they can without losing this posture. And then make a rough sort of estimate or measurement of how high they can get their foot. Look at both sides, because often there will be a side-to-side difference, and make that little rough measurement. Then what you're going to do is have them gently push on their knee as they lift their knee into their hand, and they'll push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then relax. And you can do 2 or 3 like that, but then you'll come back to having them just lift, and you can even see in me, I get my foot quite a bit higher off the floor this time, just doing that little activation exercise. So you can remeasure and see if there are some issues for activation there. And then that's a perfect exercise. So I'll often have people do about 5 with the overpressure, and then 5 more with just using the weight of their leg. This is a lateral resistor, knee drive to stride, knee drive to stride. So I'm trying to stay nice and stable in my back as I drive and stride from the side. When I bring my knee up, I don't want to round my back, so I'll stay tall and then stride, stay tall, stride.